Hello and welcome to another Mad Hatter review, and I am very excited to be reviewing the NECA TMNT Color Style Guide 4-pack. I think the Haul-A-Thon 4-pack. I think that's what they call it officially. So if you watch the my last video, I did sort of like a Target run and made out like a bandit, found a bunch of stuff, got this last boy right here, okay? Now, officially, I think these Haul-A-Thon figures are not coming out till March 18th on the Target website, and I think international on the Haul-A-Thon website. I don't know how that's going to go. All I know is when I went to go get this, even though I got lucky, it's the same sort of familiar beat the vultures kind of like way of getting action figures, or more specifically, getting NECA TMNT figures. And we all know how that works sometimes at Target. So this is the box. Now, if this looks kind of familiar and you're having deja vu, it's a little reminiscent of the Turtles in Disguise box, but we'll get into some of the comparisons. And also, by the way, I'm going to be comparing to not just the old color style guide molds, but also the Turtles in Disguise shiny, the glossy versions, and also bonus, the matte versions. Yes, I was able to track down some matte version Ninja Turtles, so I'm going to give it all to you, okay? Everything I know, pour it into the review here. So if you could take a look right here, obviously you got the 4-pack right here. You got all the Turtles right there represented. And then on the back, you got kind of like this nice shot of them sitting down, having fun in their, I guess I would call it the, well, not original colors, because originally with those sculpts, they were dark. The SDCC green was a dark olive green. And then they came out with the 2-packs with this type of coloring, but the different molds. Then they came out with Turtles in Disguise, and those were dark. And now they're coming out with these, and these are light. I know it's a little confusing, but the whole point of this is to get these new Turtles in Disguise sculpts with the light green coloring. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up, and I will see you there. Okay, so welcome back. We got it all opened up, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first thing I do want to show you guys is the little back flap. It's actually pretty cool. Oops. It's this right here. I don't think we've ever gotten this before. I think this is the first time. Sewer, sort of like a sewer backdrop, and you got kind of like the wood covering the one entry point. So that's kind of cool. Let me address just the elephant in the room on this review, okay? And I rarely do this with NECA products, but I think that this is greatly overpriced, okay? Now, I know, I wanted just to put that out there because, you know, it's something that I was guessing when I saw it, but I kind of wanted to get it in hand before I made an assessment. This thing costs $150. Okay, now I got a 20% off coupon, but normally it's going to be $150 plus tax. You're going to pay $160 something, and yeah, I got it for $131. That is versus the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. Let's make the comparison because it's the thing that's most closest to this. That cost $125, and it came with a ton more stuff. Okay, that's the thing. The Turtles in Disguise 4-pack came with 4 turtles. They each had another head. They each had the masked head. They had fedoras. There was a boombox. There was a skateboard. There was a Pigeon Pete. There was weapons and all that shit. And this one is it's pretty minimal. I was actually surprised when I opened it up. So let me just go over. Okay, so number one, obviously it's the color style guide. Okay, so these are the same. The same look or the same sculpt. Oh, look at that scuffing on Leonardo. Damn it. This is the same sculpt as the Turtles in Disguise, but they are color style guide version. So what does that mean? So here, let's go ahead and bring in, this is a Turtles in Disguise Leonardo. Okay, I took the disguise off, and if you just kind of compare him to Leonardo, there you go. It's the same sculpt. I swapped the heads. They still have the swappable heads. You can see I popped the Leonardo one off. Okay, let me just do this. I popped the Leonardo one off, and you can pop that on. So they still have that, but it's the same sculpt, basically. And the difference is, obviously, the coloring on there. Now, they had this coloring, this type of light green before on the 2-packs, and you can see a comparison right here. So basically what this is. It's the updated sculpt with this old coloring. This is one of the first releases to come out. So if you really, really need these colors, but in this sculpt, this is, I mean, you're going to pay. You're going to pay $150 to get that. I feel like this is for people that just love this coloring or completists, because if I had to pick one or the other, I would go with Turtles in the Skies any day. There's just I'm just not seeing the justification of the price here. The real new additions that just stood out to me are these turtle comms, because they didn't come with the Turtles in Disguise, I don't think. But I mean, you could get those turtle comms everywhere, and then you get these. You get these 2 pizza boxes. And you get the back right here. You get Vinny's Ninja Pizza. I mean, it's okay, all right. And you get a slice of pizza, but I mean, really, $150. So a rare. I don't even want to say it's a miss. And look, I'm sure somebody will argue back and say, well, with, you know, what's going on in the world, that's what's, you know, the prices are rising. It just feels a little steep to me. By the way, here's just a comparison. I'm going to do a review of this, but this is the matte finish Turtles in Disguise. So it does seem to look like these guys have more of a matte finish. Here, let's just put them all together. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious in terms of the gloss. This is the most glossy. This is the new one that came out, and this is the style guide. And style guide kind of has like more of a matte finish. Is it? Yeah, it's definitely got more of a matte finish than the first release. So, in terms of everything else that you would look for in a turtle review, I mean, it's got, you know, same articulation. So if you know the other one, I'll just go through it real quick. You got the ball joint right here on the little flap there. You got the ball joints right there. Looks up this much, looks down this much. You got the ball joint right here, although mine is really, really stuck. Bicep swivel, single hinge on the elbow. You got a swivel on the wrist. You got a hinge on the wrist. You get a little bit of a hip action right there. You can rock, but obviously no rotation. And then you get the ball joints on the thighs. You get a double on the knee, although it doesn't bend back too far. Or mine's stuck. And then you get a nice rock, and then you get an ankle or an ankle hinge. These are really nice figures. They were nice figures the first time, so I'm kind of, I wanted these. I like these colors, but again, I'm kind of like a completist. I'm a little sick that way, so for me it works. The other thing is, if you never got the Turtles, in Disguise, then obviously this works too. Okay, but like just as living on an island, I would say that, or reviewing this on its own kind of insular island, I would say that it feels like it's overpriced for all the stuff that you get. You get a canister, you get all the hands too, you get the weapons. I did want to just take a look at the weapons too, because the Leonardo swords and the size look the same, but then you get the Donatello bow, and it's all one brown. And if you look right here, this was the original Donatello bow, so he had the white on there. I like this more. I don't know why they did this, but it's on. I thought I got like a mistake, but that's what it looks like. Oh, by the way, too, this kind of got out of the shot. You get the Michelangelo spinning nunchuck thing, which is always really cool. And then the other thing is Michelangelo's nunchucks as well. You see how the chain looks like this? On the original one, he had almost like a real chain. So I like the original. Again, I like the original Turtles in Disguise. I don't love this plasticky chain. So, oh, and there is also one more thing right here. It also fell out of the shot. You get the little grapple hook right here, and this piece kind of like pops. You get the. It's very fragile, but the little piece pops out about that much for me. So I just don't want to push it, and then it comes with the little rope here. So Style Guide 4-pack, and there's a lot of stuff in here. Is it worth the $150? No, I'm gonna say it's not worth the $150. I think this feels like it's a $100 to $120 set. That's what it feels like to me. But if you need these colors, if you want this sculpt, if you never got in before, this is actually a perfect 4-pack to get in on. Although the price might rub you the wrong way. So I don't know. Again, this is a variant, so it's not one of those like you must have. But considering what the other Style Guide figures go for, these right here, I mean, it's going to be cheaper than getting these because on the aftermarket, these things go for insane prices. I think it's like $200 for each 2-pack or something stupid like that. And I don't think they're re-releasing that. So this is your shot. Shoot your shot. Get the turtles if you can. And they're probably going to go up online. And I have a feeling the distribution is going to get better with these because even when I went, if you watch that video, somebody was like, nah, I'll pass on that price. And that's how I was able to get it. I see a lot of people doing that as well. $150 is pretty effing steep. So, that's all I got. Kind of a bittersweet review. I dig them, but, it's, well, whatever. I'm fucking repeating myself at this point. So, you can get these they're out at Targets, and you can get them also supposedly as part of this haul-a-thon on March 18th online. So that is all I got. I just want to set your expectations to not get disappointed when you open that up and think there's all kinds of goodies in the back and then you see nothing but this. So that's it. Lots of pizza here. I guess that's a plus. Let me know what you guys think about this. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.